An absolute beating in the shoe between the Tennessee Vols and the Ohio State Buckeyes. 42-17 the final in the first ever game in the playoffs in the shoe. Like I as a Buckeye fan, I'm overjoyed and everything, but just the way we came out from the start, we wanted to put that Michigan game behind us, and boy, we did. Jack Sawyer played like a dog. That whole defense played like dogs, and we got it done, man. Our total yardage 473 Tennessee's 256. That interception that my man Will Howard threw, he had an amazing game yesterday. I mean, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns, 24 of 29. That interception kind of gave him the momentum, which caused him to score 10 points. But other than that, that defense was stout. Just turnovers, and one got negated because of a stupid roughing the passer call that was not roughing the passer, but multiple punts and everything. Just the defense is outstanding. There's a reason they're number one in the country. Amazing showing, man, and I could not be more happy right now. We have a tough matchup coming up in the Rose Bowl. I'm not gonna deny it. As much as I don't like Oregon, they are gonna be a tough out. But man, you have to enjoy at least how they looked. And just a message to you clown fans out there that are playing the victim all of a sudden. Weren't you the ones crying about, like, oh, they're the Buckeye fans, they were so mean, classless. Hey, Michigan fans, I know what you meant when you said Buckeye fans were horrible. Then why did you claim that you were going to invade Ohio Stadium? This hype, like, cool, there's a lot of orange, whatever. It was weak, didn't drown out any noise. It was still scarlet and gray from the beginning that you had Ohio State fans cheering SEC, mocking you guys. Just because you're in the SEC doesn't make you good. This is your first ever playoff. This doesn't change a thing about your disgrace of a program. One season has got you talking like this in your first ever playoff? What a joke. That too, it's the first year that it gets expanded. Who are you to talk like that to a program that's just vastly superior to you? Your hype fell right down the ground. Y'all thought it was going to be an easy win at the shoe? Hell no, it's not. Screw the Vols, man, and their fans. Talking about invading the stadium, then crying after they get their ass kicked, and then we roast them. Who are you? Legitimately, who are you guys? So entitled. No idea where this talking came from? How about you win something and then talk? And that too, playing the victim card after? Classic Tennessee behavior, I guess. I mean, I had no idea. I thought that was reserved for Michigan, Penn State, Oregon fans. No, you guys are right up there. And anyway, I want to get back into this before I rip the new one on these guys. But the offense, like I said, 473 total yards, 4 total touchdowns. The defense limited them to 17 points. Obviously, they got a turnover. Should have been 2. But, Jeremiah Smith. This dude is otherworldly. I said that about Joe Burrow, in the Bengals post game. Jeremiah Smith is that for Ohio State. This dude is just amazing. I mean, Will Howard made some excellent throws. Don't get me wrong, but Jeremiah Smith, dude, this man is special. He is special, special, special. And Travion Henderson, he had 80 yards. He had a couple touchdowns as well. We just killed these dudes. It was never really a game. Even when it was 21-10, it was like, okay, well, that interception gave them a little bit of momentum. I never for a second felt they were going to come back. I was like, we're kind of slowing down, but I was never for a second even worried about them coming back. Just complete domination, man. Shout out to the shoe, man. I have to give it to y'all. I wanted to be there so bad. I was on vacation, but I would have been there if I wasn't. That was just an amazing atmosphere. Just looking at it on TV, seeing some Instagram posts and everything. Just, that was an incredible showing, and that's why Ohio State has the best fans in college football. One of the greatest environments, like, in sports history, and just yesterday was just a proof in the pudding. And to the Tennessee fans that were talking about invading the stadium, it honestly wasn't that bad. So I'll be nice. I'll grade you, just on how good the quote-unquote takeover is. I'll be nice and give you a D-. For your first, when's the last time you were in the playoffs? Yeah, exactly. So for your first ever playoff game in the Shoe's first ever, home playoff game, I'll give you a D minus. I bet you if the roles were reversed, Ohio State fans would have taken over that stadium completely. It wouldn't have even been close. If it was in Tennessee, I guarantee you half that stadium would be Buckeye fans. But you know what? I'm glad the roles are not reversed. I wouldn't want to be your poverty program anyway. Absolute clown of a just clown fan base. Everything. Their players. How about them talking about how they were gonna bring up the goalposts or whatever they were, whatever BS they were talking. And I saw a tweet earlier today saying like, "I'll forever hate Ohio State for an eternity." Yeah, we're all crying right now. We gained a hater, we lost a fan, however you want to look at it. We're all devastated right now. Like, let's have a moment of silence for that. You don't think we're gonna be rooting against Tennessee after the BS that you talked from one good season? An absolute clown of a program, clown of a fan base, clown roster, clown everything. You're no one. You're not even worthy of hatred. Michigan, as much as I can't stand them, they're worthy of hatred. They're one of the best programs in college football. They're worth hating. Penn State, even though we've kicked them, like beat the crap out of them since 2016, they're worth hating. Oregon even, they're worth hating. You've done nothing and this is how you act. The Vols, the Lulls, whatever you want to call them. And anyway though, like my final thoughts on these Vols fans, a lot of talking, but no, quiet results on the field and off the field. I saw a funny tweet also that said that Tennessee fans were in the parking lot after the game. Yeah, they took over the parking lot. Probably at halftime, if not maybe third quarter. Better luck next time if there is a next time. But we own the field and we own the crowd. And enjoy watching the Rose Bowl. Enjoy watching us play Oregon on January 1st, New Year's Day. And kiss my ass. Legitimately kiss my ass. What a weak turnout by Tennessee fans. Weak turnout. Yeah, I said it. Did nothing. Didn't have any effect on the field or even off the field. And yeah, you expect Buckeye fans not to troll you back after all the crap you talked all week? I said this to Browns fans. But I've never seen him do this type of victim playing. If you can dish it but can't take it, get out of sports. It's amazing how soft, fans are becoming. I mean, especially in college football, man. One of the rowdiest environments. Like, I get it if fans are being toxic and everything, but when you diss something, you can't just take it and then be like, "Oh man, they're so classless," whatever. You don't show respect, you're not going to get respect. So sit down. Legitimately just sit down, Vols fans, and enjoy it on the couch. Enjoy watching the Rose Bowl from the couch. Watching that game is going to be stressful, but at least we're going to be there. And it's going to be a fun game against a worthy opponent in Oregon. And a fan base that, they don't like us. We don't like them. But at least they're worthy. I was kind of thrown off how much Tennessee talked. You had people saying like, "Oh, update, they're taking over." Really? I saw no indication of that whatsoever. So I don't know where this came from, but if that's a takeover, I mean, don't get out of our house. And tell your team that too. They're going to get their ass kicked. They were going to friggin' take the field goal post. Are you kidding me? I'm speaking as a college football guy here, not just an Ohio State fan. Why would you do that? Why would you say that leading up to the game? You just give your opponent bulletin board material. They're already pissed off coming after a loss. Why? I don't understand, but I'll take it as a Buckeye fan. I'll take it. It's just good to see Tennessee fall flat on their face and their fans just go home humbled, which is exactly what they needed. But anyway, we're on to the Rose Bowl against Oregon. It's going to be a fun freaking game. Momentum is on the Buckeyes side. I'm proud of the way they played. They played out of their minds. We all had criticism for the Michigan game. And, even some of us were, all of us in the stadium and Buckeye fans everywhere, I mean, we were stunned. Even if we, somehow win the national championship, I guarantee we'd all still be stunned and question, "Oh, what happened against Michigan," right? That's just how it works. That's the rivalry. But we got momentum now, and it was a great bounce back, and I hope bringing all that into California. But Buckeye Nation, let's ride. I'm so glad we whooped their ass. But y'all have a great one, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's go, Bucks. OHIO.